You've landed on Palm Swipes After, a recap of the latest episode of Mom Swipes Left, a podcast with two middle aged women just wondering how long can that nipple hair get? Welcome back. This is episode 3, about MSL episode 142. I'm your host, Pomme de Terre. This week, Jen and Carol talked to real person, author, and internet news curator David Pell, not the dead saxophonist Dave Pell. Dave came to talk about his book, Please Scream Inside Your Heart, Breaking News and Nervous Breakdowns in the Year That Wouldn't End, as well as his daily newsletter, Next Draft. He's a very articulate man who brought some legitimacy to the show, I would say, and the ladies did their best to keep up. Now I'd like to move to a new segment I'm calling Corrections, Comments, Clarifications, and Digs. So I'd like to do a Carol-like intro. Corrections, comments, clarifications, and digs. Just not as breathy as she is. First of all, in their quiz, did it happen in 2021? Jen mentions Senator Paul Rand. There is no Paul Rand. The senator is named Rand Paul. And the story that she mentioned was from The Onion. I don't know if that's a correction, a comment, a clarification, or a dig, or all of the above. Jen also seemed to take issue with the idea that a German woman, I believe, had fallen in love with a chimp named Cheetah. And what kind of name is Cheetah for a chimp? Well, I'll tell you, Jen. Cheetah is a very famous chimp from Tarzan. So it's probably a pretty common name for chimpanzees. And who used to work with chimpanzees? Why, Jane Goodall, of course. The girl who bought cookies laced with her grandmother's ashes into her class did so in 2018, so that was a correct answer. It did not happen in 2021, but it did happen in 2018. So let's move on to digs, I guess. Oh, I'm going too long. First of all, I take some issue with the term real person because it implies that Jen and Carol aren't real, though they are an amalgamation of many different personality traits that they truly embody and then some fake ones as well. But they're not above the rest of us in some way. I thought it was an interesting episode because in their thirsty quest for fame, maybe this is their opportunity to bring supposedly respectable people down to their level. They did stoop to get Dave to talk about jock itch, the logistics of shitting in the woods, and why 69 is problematic. Because it's distracting to eat while being eaten, which I think deserves some kind of German expression a la Schadenfreude. Perhaps it's Freudeschaden or Menschenfresserei or Kummerspeck, which literally means grief bacon. And 69 in German, which would just be Nonunchachigs. That is not even close, and it wouldn't matter. I think my favorite of those is actually Menschenfresserei. I did not take German in high school. I know no German, except Ich habe einen Fragen. Join us us being me, next week when I recap the next episode of Mom Swipes Left.